Hi, Roger here again with Steampunked Out, and today I brought my lovely assistant Carrie that's going to help me demonstrate the belt measurements today. So when you order a belt from us, it's really important to get an actual waist measurement and not use your pant size. So can you tell us a little bit about why that's so important?
Yes, because when you go out and you buy a pair of pants, you might think that you buy a size 32. Well, 32 does not necessarily have to do with the actual measurement of the pants anymore. It did at one time, possibly, but it's more accurate to just take a measurement to make sure that you're going to get something that fits you properly. And we're going to demonstrate some different places that you can take measurements to get different styles of belts. And probably the most important thing you can do to start with these measurements is to wear the clothes that you're going to be wearing the belt with, like Roger is wearing right here. So, shall we zoom in and do this?
Okay, great. All right, we'll get zoomed in on my waist here so that you can see a little bit better, and we'll be right back.
Great.
All right, so we're back here on my waist, and we're going to start with a high belt measurement.
Right, and so what you want to do is make sure, again, that you're wearing the pants that you are planning to wear the belt with, and you want to just measure where the belt's going to go. And it's important to make sure that it's going around the body as evenly as possible so that one side isn't too low or it's crooked or that sort of thing to get the most accurate measurement. So that's going to be the high waist.
Okay. Now this waist is normally for more like the period pants that are
high.
Yeah.
Most modern pants today sit a little bit below the natural waist. And so if you're going to buy a belt that you're going to wear with your everyday pants, which of course you might because these are great belts and they're great for everyday as well as a costume, you might need to take a little bit lower waist. But again, if you're wearing your pants, it should be pretty easy to find. And you just want to make sure that you're measuring it over the pants. Now you're noticing that I'm pulling it just a little bit snug, and because you want it to fit exactly smooth. And so if it's too loose, it might be too big. And if I pull it way too tight, you might feel better about the size you're ordering, but it's not going to fit you very well. So.
And don't try to second guess it. If I have a normal waist measurement, I do build in some sizing into that. So you'll have holes to tighten or loosen on either side of the measurement. So don't try to second guess it because you will likely end up too big or too small.
Right. So the last measurement that we're going to talk about is where to measure for a gun belt. And the gun belt, and correct me if I'm wrong, is worn lower than your regular belt, whether it's a really high waist or just sort of your average modern day waist. And so this is probably, at least for Roger, he's told me he likes it to sit about right here. And it's important then to make sure that you get a nice snug fit because your gun is going to be hanging from it, so there's going to be some weight. But again, you don't want it to be too tight. And I'm making sure that it's parallel around the body. And that's also very important so that you're not going to get an uneven measurement.
Right. And so I'm at about, what, 40 and a half?
Yep, you're at about 40 and a half on this one as a snug measurement.
Right. And that's going to be different than my high waist. So especially, guys were shaped differently, have a little bit of a belly here. But for that gun belt, you also want to measure that in relation to how you're going to wear it, not just on the height, but if you are going to cant it slightly,
exactly,
you can take a measurement at a slight angle, and then that will be...
Right, so if you are going to be wearing this at an angle and you know that you want it to sit just like this, make sure that you take the measurement in the place where you want to wear it. It's incredibly important. If you think, oh, well, I might want to make it a little bit longer, maybe, take the measurement. Don't just guess.
Now I'm going to show you how this fits too, is we measured this at 40 and a half inches. And so I've actually built a gun belt based on that measurement, 40 and a half inches. And if we put this on at the height that I like to wear my guns, and this is set up so that it's got a slide in the back like the true gun belt. Now that is going to set up, and that is my center hole. So I have 2 tighter and 2 smaller on my measurements, and this is comfortable for my hips. So if I did have some extra clothes on here, or if I wanted to wear it a little bit looser, see, I can back this off if I say wanted to wear this at an angle. So again, it may not be necessary to do all those crazy measurements. If you just get me a good measurement at the hips, just loosen it off a couple of inches on that may be adequate enough for you to go ahead and and do a slight angle on that belt if you wanted to. This belt is actually set up for SASS, so I've made it to be a little bit snugger. It does not have all of the bullet loops and stuff on it. My SASS line is not going to have the bullet loops on it, so that way you can actually put the bullet slides for whatever competition that you're doing. You can swap that out, and that allows you to place the holsters anywhere that you want on the belt. So this one is set to go straight across and at the level that I want. If you're on these gun belts, I do have one here that this one's set up for more of a costume rig. And this has got the bullets riveted right to there, but the bullet loops riveted right on the belt. And again, still is going to fit the same way. And this one I built a little bit looser for myself so I could wear it a little at more of an angle I wanted. But this one, the costume belts, I've actually got set up where you can order this gun drop and actually wear the gun holster down low on the hips. So that might be a better option if you're wanting to wear a low slung instead of trying to get the belt measurement at an angle. But to go ahead and actually just to get a gun drop on it instead, and that'll allow that holster to sit down low where you want and still have a nice fit on the belt that's going to be comfortable at the waist measurement and sit where it's supposed to without falling down when you're walking around the con. Alright, so that's what we got for you today. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all your support. So if you like the videos, either the demo videos or any of the informational videos, please like and subscribe, share with your friends. And we'll be back as soon as we can. We've got a whole lot more how-to videos, measurement videos and stuff like that in store, and product demo videos coming up soon. So thanks for watching.
Thanks.